After winning in Centurion, India is 1-0 up in the series. And now the second test match is going to start at Johannesburg. And this will be a day match. So the starting time will be 1:30 p.m. in India. And in India, you can watch it live on Star Sports and also on Disney Plus Hotstar. So I'll be giving you my detailed preview in my video in which I'll be talking about the pitch, weather, playing 11 of both the teams, expected changes in both the teams, comparison between both the teams, head to head results here at Johannesburg and in South Africa. And on the basis of that, my analysis, I'll be giving you my match prediction. So, first of all, let's start with the weather. Just like the first test match, the weather in the second test match is also going to be cloudy, and there is forecast of rain. So you might see the play getting interrupted due to rain, but I don't think there will be so much rain that the whole day will be washed off. But still, it is going to be cloudy on all 5 days. And regarding the pitch here traditionally favors pace bowlers. There is going to be good pace and bounce, and it is also going to be good for batting. The pitch here traditionally favors the batting, but it is not going to be good for spinners. There is usually no help for spinners at Johannesburg. And now talking about the playing 11 of both the teams, let's first of all talk about India's playing 11. I think in case of India, as India is already 1-0 up, so it seems to me that India might go with the same combination. They might like to go with the winning combination, and there might be no changes in India's playing 11. But still, you never know with Virat Kohli, he might give in a few surprises with his playing 11. So if there are a few changes, what can be those changes? Let's have a look. I think there are three possibilities for changes in India's lineup. First of all, Cheteshwar Pujara might be dropped. Although Vikram Rathore, our coach, he indicated in the press conference that they would like to continue with Pujara. But Pujara failed in both the innings in the first test match. Even in the previous series against New Zealand, he didn't score much. So you might see Pujara getting dropped. And if Pujara gets dropped, then either Hanuma Vihari or Shreyas Iyer will find a place in the playing 11. And in that case, I think Virat Kohli will go to number 3 position and Rahane will come at number 4. And Vihari or Iyer, whoever plays, will come at number 5. So that can be one change. And then another change, I think, can be that Ravichandra Ashwin in this match can be rested. This is because this pitch at Johannesburg never favors the spinners. In the last tour in 2017-18, when India toured Africa, India went in with an all-pace attack. They didn't play any spinner, neither Ashwin nor Jadeja. And even before that tour, in the 2013-14 tour, in that match, Ashwin was played and Ashwin went wicketless in that match at Johannesburg. So it is not a good ground for spinners. So that's why I feel that India just might rest Ashwin in this match, and they might include Hanuma Vihari in his place to strengthen their batting. And then they might go with 4 pace bowlers. And I don't think that Ashwin and Vihari will play together on this ground. So that can be one change, one possible change, Vihari coming in place of Ashwin. And then another change which can happen is that Shardul Thakur might be dropped in this match because he didn't took a lot of wickets in the previous match. He took only 2 wickets. And India had preferred Shardul Thakur mainly because of his batting ability, but he couldn't contribute with the bat also. So to strengthen the bowling attack, India can include Umesh Yadav or even Ishant Sharma in place of Shardul Thakur. So I think these 3 can be the possible changes. So either India will go with the same playing 11 or maybe a few changes out of these 3. So their playing 11, you can see on the screen, this can be their expected playing 11 for India. Either the same playing 11 or the lineup can be Mayank Agarwal, KL Rahul as opener. Or if they play Cheteshwar Pujara, then Virat Kohli at 4 and Rahane at 5. But if Pujara is dropped, Iyer or Vihari is included, then Vihari or Iyer will come at number 5 and Kohli will come at number 3, Rahane at 4. Then Rishabh Pant at 6, one out of Ashwin or Vihari will play, and one out of Shardul Thakur or Umesh Yadav or Ishant Sharma will play. And there will be Mohammad Shami at 9, then Bumrah, and then Mohammad Siraj. So this can be expected playing 11 for India. And talking about South Africa, I think in case of South Africa, there will definitely be few changes. They lost the first test match at Centurion, and they were expected to at least draw that match or win that match. They had a good record there. So I think the changes which can happen, first of all, the one change which will definitely happen is that you will see a new wicketkeeper coming, because Quinton de Kock has declared his retirement from Test match cricket. So he won't be playing again for Africa in Test match cricket. So the keeper, they have two keepers in their squad. One is Kyle Varian and another is Ryan Rickelton. So I think Ryan Rickelton has a better chance of coming here. He may be making his debut because he's in good form in domestic cricket. And last year, he scored 2 centuries in domestic cricket on this ground only. So I think Ryan Rickelton has a better chance of coming in as wicketkeeper batsman. And then you might see South Africa going in with an all-pace attack. So I think Keshav Maharaj will be dropped from this match, and Dwayne Oliver will come back in his place. So Marco Jansen will be there. He will retain his place in the team because he bowled well in the second innings of the first test match. And Vian Mulder also, I think, will be there, although he didn't do much in the first match. But South Africa should retain him because of his all-round abilities. So I think Keshav Maharaj will be the one to miss out. And in case of their batting, I think South Africa will go with the same batting lineup, but they might have a change in the batting order because Elgar, their captain, also indicated in the press conference that there might be some change in the batting order. So I think the changes which can happen is maybe like Aiden Markram, who opened the inning, he failed in both the innings. He might come in the middle order, and either Keegan Peterson might open, or maybe Bavuma. Or another change can happen is that Bavuma might come ahead. He played well in the first match. He batted at number 5th position, so you might see him coming at maybe number 3 or number 4. So that can be changes in their batting order. So the expected playing 11 for South Africa can be, you can see on the screen, Ian Elgar and Aiden Markram as opener. I am going with the same opening pair. I am not sure what type of change they will make in their batting order. Then at number 3, Keegan Peterson. Then Rassie van der Dussen, Temba Bavuma. Then Ryan Rickelton will be the wicketkeeper, or they can go with Kyle Varian. He is also a wicketkeeper batsman. Then Vian Mulder, Marco Jansen, Kagiso Rabada, Dwayne Oliver, Lungi Nagidi. About what can happen in this match, let's have a look at the head-to-head record of both the teams. South Africa and India have played total 21 test matches here in South Africa, and South Africa leads by 10-4. So India have won 4 test matches, South Africa have won 10 test matches, and 7 have ended in a draw. But Indian team is going in this match with the momentum, and they won the first test match. And also this ground at Johannesburg has been a lucky ground for India. That is good news for Indian fans. At this ground at Johannesburg, India has been unbeaten in test match cricket. Since South Africa came back in 1991-92, India and South Africa have played total 5 matches here, and India have won 2 matches and 3 matches have ended in a draw. So India has an unbeaten record here, and also this ground has been a lucky ground for Rahul Dravid. Rahul Dravid scored his first test century at this ground, and then after 10 years, in 2006-2007, India secured their first test match victory in South Africa at this ground only. And you would be surprised to know that at that time, in that test match, Rahul Dravid was the captain. So this has been a lucky ground for Rahul Dravid, and now Rahul Dravid is the coach of Indian team. So all these are good signs for Indian team going into this match. And the closest South Africa came to winning against India on this ground was in 2013-14 tour. That was a thrilling draw because India had set a huge target of 458 runs to win in the last innings for South Africa. And South Africa on day 4 and day 5 made 450 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. So it was a really close match, and South Africa could have won that match, but luck again favored India, and they managed to escape with a draw in that test match. And then in the 2017-18 tour, India won the match. So you can see that this has been a lucky ground for India, and India is going with the momentum here. And if India wins here, this will be their first test series victory in South Africa. So Virat Kohli has a chance to create history here. Indian team has a chance to create history. So going by the stats out here, the performance of Indian team in the past on this ground, my prediction for this match is that either India will win this match or the match will end in a draw. I don't think South Africa will win here. So that is my prediction about this match. So let's see how the match goes, how the team performs. Let's hope that India continues their good record at Johannesburg and wins the test series here in this test match only. Okay, friends.